Hello everyone, this is Gupta, Assistant Professor, KC College of Engineering and Management Studies and Research, Thane. Today I am going to start online lecture series of electronic devices and circuits. This is a very basic subject generally in all the universities, but I have basically designed it for Mumbai University, SAM 3 Electronics and Telecommunication branch. These are the outlines. First of all, we will look out the brief introduction of syllabus, then course prerequisite, course objective, course outcome, then reference book. In module 1, we will learn about introduction of electronic devices. We know there are various types of electronic devices like diodes, transistors, FET, MOSFET. So we will learn one by one their construction, their working, and what are their characteristics. After the module 1 completion, when the students are clear about the characteristics, then we can learn the biasings, means what effect on the circuit when we apply some voltage. So DC biasing means we are applying only supply, DC supply, there is no AC input. Then what is the output, what is its behavior, what is the concept of DC load line, what is Q point, and how MOSFET works in different types of regions. So in module 2, we learn different types of biasing methods also. Okay? Like fixed bias, voltage divider bias, for BJT, for MOSFET, drain to gate bias, and voltage divider bias. So module 2, basically DC biasing of the transistors. Module 3, we will do with the AC analysis. Means now we will apply some AC input, then we will see the effect on the output. That is called a small signal amplifier. Then we will do analysis, means we will calculate what is the input impedance, what is the output impedance, what is the voltage gain, what is the current gain for different types of configuration BJT and MOSFET. When the AC and DC analysis is clear, then you can learn what is the effect of capacitors on the frequency response. Suppose it's a frequency response, so there is an effect of capacitance in different range of frequency. At lower range, the gain is reduces. In middle range, it is constant. At higher frequency, again gain reduces. Then why? Why it's happened? Due to some capacitance, bypass capacitance, coupling capacitance, parasitic capacitance. So what is the effect? What is the response at high frequency? What is the response at low frequency? So we will learn everything in this module 4. And then after module 4, all these were voltage amplifiers, but sometimes we need power at the output. So what is the difference between voltage amplifier and power amplifier? And how power amplifier works? And what is the different types of power amplifiers? So we will learn in this module 5. Then after 1 to 5 means after the thorough study of components, their characteristics, the DC analysis, AC analysis, frequency response, then you are able to learn the differential amplifier, because we are using two identical MOSFET or for doing the analysis. So here in this module, you can learn the analysis of differential amplifier using E-MOSFET. Then you are able to derive the expression for differential gain, common mode gain, CMRR. So we will learn one by one in detail everything. What are the prerequisite subjects? Prerequisite subjects is simply physics 1, physics 2, and basic electrical engineering. Now, what is the objective for the syllabus? The objective is simply the students can learn the functionality of different electronic devices like diodes, Zener diode, transistors, or you can learn. Then if you are learning the characteristics, then you are able to perform DC and AC analysis. If you are familiar with the analysis part of DC and AC, then you can easily analyze the frequency response. Once frequency response done, you can easily compare a small signal and large signal amplifier. And after all these things, you can able to explain the working of differential amplifier. These are the objectives for particular syllabus before learning this subject. And then after objective, what is the outcome if you will learn all this subject? The outcome is, if you are learning module 1 is clearly, then definitely you can explain working very well. If you are done with the DC biasing, then you can able to analyze, means you can do analysis of any circuits. You can do analysis of any circuit, either it's BJT, JFET, or MOSFET. Similarly, if you are done with a small signal model, then you can easily evaluate the performance. And the main thing is you can easily design electronic circuit for given specification. Suppose voltage gain is given, resistance is given, Then what should be the circuit? How to design the circuit? And next is in module 5, you can learn how to analyze different types of power amplifiers. And in finally in module 6, you are able to learn to derive the expression for performance parameters of differential amplifier. So these are some reference books: D. N. Niemann, Cedra Smith, Franco, Bollestate, A.K. Maini, T.L. Floyd, and Salivahan. I have basically referred this Niemann, Cedra Smith, and Bollestate. So thank you so much.